Now that all of the paint's dry on these other two pieces, what I'll do is put on some Codex Grey onto the metallic areas. I prefer Codex Grey, as I say, instead of the metallic paints, just because I want to practice the non-metallic metal painting techniques. A bit more. The metallics are fine, by the way. This is just a bit of a personal preference. So I'll just put some Codex Grey on there, splash a little water around on it, and then turn the brush off. Add some to. I want to put it on the pommel, that's for sure. So to here. You'll see I've already put a light coat on. Yeah, I'm going to dump this big brush. It's not working for me. Go back to my old one. And as before, try and get into the edges, like so. Sorry, forgot this camera. Just keep checking the screen. So, and this gives us a flat colour for metallics. So that's straightforward enough. Just get a layer on there. This blade has a nice pattern. So what we want to make sure is we don't fill the pattern in as we go along. So what I'll do when I've not got the camera in front of me, I'll look at these again, make sure I've painted everything properly. Okay, so that's the metal, fairly straightforward. The next one to do is have a look at the skin, and for the skin what I'm going to do is use Camry Brown. This one here, it's foundation paint, but it's a really nice shade for skin. I've got some others, you know, elf flesh, dwarf flesh, Talon flesh, all the rest of it, but this one seems to be the best that I've found for this sort of Asian looking skin. And again, same routine. What I'm going to do is use my trusty old brush. Got a whole blob of Camry. Get some water. Just thin this out a bit. Just going to get a bit more because remember I'm trying to mix enough that I can do all 5 models here. And then pretty good. You get some skull white and mix that in with it too. So, as I said before, well, just keep going till it looks right. It's not, it's more so chocolatey. There's probably quite a bit actually I can put in here. And as we add paint, obviously it becomes thicker, so we need to just put some more water in there too. Okay, now that is about right. So I'm going to go and try it. I'm going to go ahead and try it. And we can always darken it, change it later. Let's see how that one goes. Consistency seems okay. Let's try it on the back of this guy's hand. As I said before, what I'm going to do, I'm going to work backwards here. So I'm going to work from the idea of going from light to dark, whereas normally it would be put the dark paint on and then go to, highlight it. And the reason I'm going to do it that way around is because I'm going to cheat. I'm going to use the washes to darken the skin. Let's have a look at his face. So I will paint his entire face. With my trusty brush. Paint the entire face in this colour, all of the skin in this colour, and I'll go in later and darken it around the eyes, mouth, nose, around the ears, etc. You see that properly? Because in that way, so I need to move pretty quickly because I want to keep the smooth paint. In that way I don't have to stress too much about the painting of the face. It comes out pretty good, pretty quick. And you can mix different colours. You can put a little bit of red in there. Maybe you can lighten it instead of using white. Use the excess of, I forgot what it's called now, the bleach bone, to keep that sort of brownish tint to it. But this will be fine. Okay, you get the idea. So I'm just going to paint all of him up in this way. Now he's got a moustache as well, so we'll need to look at that later. And we're going to do that black. Okay. So we're getting there with the flesh now. He's looking pretty good already. And you see you quickly get to the tabletop standard doing these. Okay, I'll go ahead and finish those off, all of the models, and then we'll have a look at highlighting the face.